Traveler shook his head. There is nothing to burn. I only ask that you keep the seal and use it as Father did for the good of the kingdom. Colt looked to it. It was made of metal as well. On one end was a lion laying with a unicorn. We had no knowledge that he was a king, and he will be given a proper burn. I will have our metal makers to collect him to the forge, melt him down into bars. We will find a good place for him. We shall take him back to his kingdom, for this to be done when we have time. It may not be of his true body, but respect for him can be given. But for now, let us return to the herd. You take the lead. Go find Abira, keep an eye on him till I get there. I'll check my horse before riding and have words with the others. You take Sam back with you. Diligence was near as Colt looked him over. Aren't you the lucky one? Traveler left. Sam, now back to his more norm of a size, was still out of it, unsure of what had happened as Traveler awoke him. Colt looked over from his horse. Sam, no questions, no answers. Understand? Head back with Traveler. Sam nodded. He walked back with Traveler as he was told. When he was out of sight, Abel went to him. Colt smirked at him. You're a stallion now. Time to learn to speak your mind. Abel nodded, taking a breath before speaking. Of all the stupid, he grumbled under his breath, going to Colt, who was standing still. I could feel something wasn't right. You okay? I asked. Colt turned to me. His face was calm with a slight smile as Abel spoke up. You did it again, didn't you? Again? What was I missing as Colt spoke up? I'm fine. Could use your talent, though, brother. Colt grunted out. Abel took a deep breath, going behind him, doing something to his back, then going to his side, pulling down on Colt's arm as Abel looked to Colt. Ready? Colt nodded. Abel did a strong move, pushing on Colt's shoulder while pushing and pulling in ways that made Colt grit his teeth in almost a growl. Then I heard a pop. As Colt rolled his arm slightly, blast thing, always going out. I lifted Colt's shirt as he twinged. A bruise was already forming on his back. Large as Abel's hand as well as swelling. Go out. My shoulder gives me troubles now and again. Abel is good with getting it back in place. I looked him over. Abel put his hand on Colt's ribs where another bruise was forming with a sigh. Abel whispered, I don't need to feel to see you cracked these. Not the first, won't be the last. Abel looked to Colt. You need to be careful. This is not a laughing matter. Colt smiled. Just some more lines for my map. At this point, you're more lines than map. I looked to them both. What are you talking about? I seem to be on the outside of their talking. It's a foal thing. Fillies wouldn't understand. Abel spoke up as I looked to Colt. I understand you are hurt. Why did you let Traveler assume otherwise as well as your father? Colt looked to me. Could you have done any different than me? To give rights to kill him? I thought a moment. He was right. I suppose I couldn't, but I know I couldn't have hid the pain either. Abel looked to Colt. You might have hid it well now, but it will be worse tomorrow as well as how shall you ride? Colt stood tall. Bah, a stallion can always ride. Remember that. Colt went to Diligence. Colt spread his legs. As Diligence placed his head between and started to lift his head, Colt slid back onto his back, patting his neck with his good arm. All right, let's head back. We were walking back when I looked to Colt. It's my fault, I finally spoke out. Colt looked puzzled. No, love, you more than likely saved me a second time. You see, if I would have been deeper in, no one could have gotten to me in time to give Traveler a moment to find himself. I had told Sam to stay behind and to tell you both to do the same. Because I don't like those woods, I whispered under my breath. Colt interrupted. Love, I know what happened made you fear them. But I have so many good memories of them. I don't see it. I only remember the good times we had, remember our Christmases, our talks we shared. I wish to see that place again with you. I looked to him. My back was rigid just thinking about it. My hands were tense. I did remember those times, but I had forgotten them. I was so swallowed up in the happening that one night I couldn't find them again, and it had nearly had a chance to happen again. I never wanted to go in there again. Never, I thought to myself. But I looked to Colt. Perhaps one day. Colt seemed hurt but understanding. At the same time, Abel came up beside us. Kingdom, Prince, King, you spoke of these things, but are you leaving us, brother? Colt looked to him. No, we will stay together as long as you wish it, brother. Besides, no one else has the strength to get me back in place. Abel began a whisper. Looking around before doing so, Colt, seeing he wished to speak, looked forward. All is well to talk, no ears are near. My brother, I should tell you, I told falsities to the lion. There was oils true enough coming from the bear, but there was also blood by Vita's hand as well as mine. Colt looked to Abel. You did as I would wish of you. My first priority is to keep my wife safe. You do not never need to ask my forgiveness or permission to do so, no matter the circumstance. I looked to Colt. Did you really not hear Traveler coming? It's not like you. Colt looked to me. I knew he was coming up on me. Diligence made it clear to me. Abel looked to Colt. Then why didn't you dodge him? Why take it full force? Colt looked down a moment before speaking. There was something in me telling me to be still. Sometimes I have certain feelings toward situations. They've never wronged me. So I tend to listen. Traveler could have killed you. That wasn't his intent, not really. How do you know that, really? I asked softly as he took a breath. I have seen what large cats can do. A cougar is a third his size. If he wanted to truly kill me, it would have done so. In his first pounce, before I even hit the ground, when I reached the ground, I realized I was not going to be harmed. It was just a feeling I cannot explain to others. The rest of the time was quiet on the way back before we got too close to the herd. Colt jumped down as well as we did the same. Colt grunted slightly to himself. Well, it's been a day. Let's rest up for tomorrow. You can't be thinking of... Colt looked to me. Love, I'm fine. Stop looking so worried. I need you to look as though it's our first night in our own bed. Abel blushed. Yes, well, good night. I fear I cannot look that way. And I fear I shall give more away than your mare, so with that, good night. The ground was already dug out in the size and shape of a new hut. I think Abednego will start building a frame tomorrow. I simply nodded. Hey, you will be closer to Lavender at least. That's what I'm afraid of. Colt seemed puzzled. At my reply, I rubbed my eyes with my finger. They just had triplets. I don't think the crying will be much. Her babies are always well behaved on her scheduling. That's not what I'm talking about. Then what? He asked. No one was around. It's the making of them. Colt chuckled. I didn't quite think of that. But I will tell Abednego in the morning, first thing, to put their bedroom in the furthest back corner with thick walls, so there's no vice versa. I looked to Colt as he looked to me with a smirk. You look exhausted. Let's get you to bed.